Hey, welcome everyone to, I think this is video 4 of lot size and what you really need to know. Now, we really went into the weeds with this. We really started talking about very important concepts, all based off of the original idea of risk management or money management being a percentage of capital that you allocate per trade. Last video went over some important concepts of actually what the psychology of trading is and how your brain chemistry changes when you enter a trade, because your reptilian brain is in charge, in the driver's seat, when you are trading. Now, just by knowing that, by bringing the unconscious conscious, you'll have an ability to battle that a lot better and get control of that a lot better. So what I decided to do with this video is I basically bringing up Forex Confidant was the original book that I put out there. And in Forex Confidant, I do have a money management trading system, and I have base equity, and I believe I have core equity in here. Let me see if I have core equity. Well, doesn't really make a difference. We're going to be going over the base equity makeup, but I do believe that I have a core equity in here. Or I did in the original book. I might have killed it in the revised. But anyway, base equity method is a method of trading that when you'd be trading larger when you're winning and smaller when you're losing. And you can experiment with these ideas, additional filters, perhaps only risk 2.5% of equity. If you have 2 losses in a row, then increase to 4% after a win. Just realize that the model is designed to size your position according to equity. So therefore, really, this method is not really, it's allocating a certain percentage of capital to the marketplace based off of your certain percentage of capital based off of what you have, but it's also then increasing using the wins of the last series of trades in order to basically take larger positions. So we're using the market's money inside this base equity method in order to increase trading size when we are winning and to decrease trading size when we are losing. So example that I'm giving in this book, starts on page 40, is that the equity was starting at $100,000. We're risking 3% of the account. Okay, so we have a win of 6,876. Our new equity is 106,876. We're still risking 3% of the base. It's basically after I have three wins in a row that, or this is actually, 3 wins in a row that I'm increasing to 4.5% of my equity. Another win, 4.5% of my equity. I lose. I lost money. I go back to 3% of my equity. I lost money again. I drop down to 1.5% of my equity. I lost another loss, 1.5% of my equity. Okay, I have another loss. I'm basically only trading 1% of my equity. Okay, I have a win. I still trade 1% of my equity. I have another win, then I go back up to 3% of my equity. So here's the rules of this trading system. If I have a loss, I revert back to risking no more than 3% of my overall capital. If I have 2 losses in a row, I'll risk only 1.5% of my capital. If I have 4 losses in a row, I risk 1% of my base equity until I have 2 winners, and then I jump back to 3% of the base equity again. So with this system, we're trading larger sums of money when we're winning and smaller sums when we're losing. And this system preserves capital. So it's always follow the money management sequence. So this system is based off of percentage of what I'm willing to risk against my account, but then it's added extra filters. So if I want to start increasing trade size when I'm winning, but as soon as I have certain losses in a row, I'm going to decrease back to my original. Then I have another loss, I'm going even smaller and smaller, so that I'm trading really small when I'm trading the worst, and I'm trading large when I'm trading well. And this is actually based off of Paul Tudor Jones's idea that, even if he was trading at 20%, he'd still want 5 times what his risk was in the marketplace, so that, he would basically still be making money. So I took that idea and I said, okay, so how can I design a money management system based kind of off of that idea. And this is the system I came up with. It was one that I used in the bank. I also one that I gave to my fellow traders that they liked, and they changed the parameters. They basically said, well, you know what? When I got X amount of wins in a row, I'm not doing 4.5. I'm doing 7% of equity, or 8%, or 10% of equity. And then if I have a loss, so they drop down the percentages. But this is an idea. You can get this from Forex Confidant. Hint, hints. Go pick up the book and the course. It's a great video course, and you have a great money management system. So now what I'm going to do also, I promised you in a previous video, was actually talk about drawdowns, and I'm going to show you a drawdown schedule or drawdown table, and go over basically what you should be doing when you have drawdowns, okay, and at what point is the warning level, okay. And hang on a second, let's just pull that up. All right, I'm taking this straight out of my blog post that I have on Park Avenue Trading site. It's called Risk Management. I mean, I really like this picture. That's why I started over here. But close your eyes a second. Let me just fast forward to basically the effects of drawdown. Let me move myself over here so we could talk about this. And I put this in the article because, or the blog post, because I really wanted people to basically look to the importance of cutting losses short is obvious in this table below. I wanted people to study it. I want to print it out, tape it to your computer, and in your mind, see yourself taking these horrendous losses and cutting them. Feel it, because you're going to feel it when you're actually trading. So the wonderful thing about the subconscious mind, or the brain itself, it doesn't know what's real and what is just a thought. So that's why they say visualizations are so important, because you could visualize where you want to go in life, and as long as you do it consistently, then you will adopt the things that you need to do in order to get there. You are what you think about, okay? And there is no doubt about that, and you should read the book by James Allen, As a Man Thinketh. Incredible book. That man is forged in the armory of his own mind, okay? And it's by proper thought that he gets to where he wants to go, or actually goes down below the level of the beast, okay? So, thoughts and emotions rule us as human beings. It's the thought and the feelings that drive people to do the most horrendous things, such as even commit murder. Murder is like a crime of passion. That is coming from emotions, because somebody did not have impulse control. They didn't have an ability to control their emotions. Same thing happens in trading. If you cannot control your emotions, you're going to blow up. Better to blow up a trading account than to go hit somebody over the head and kill them. Okay, so there's a silver lining, I guess, to blowing up your trading account. But what we're talking about here in this final segment of this video series, and if you have any questions, please feel free to email me, Tom@parkavenuetrading.com. I'll be happy to answer questions. Please leave comments on the video. Okay. Also, like and subscribe to the video if you haven't already. This stuff is good. Give me a shot. Get me more subscribers. I appreciate it. But what we're here to talk about here is drawdowns and the warning sign. So if you have a 5% drawdown on your capital, you need 5.3% to recover. That gets you back to even, okay? If you have a 10% drawdown, you need 11.1% to get back to zero, to even, okay? So both of these aren't out of the question. They could be done within a day. They could be done in an hour. They could be done in a couple of days, but they can be done. It's not a problem. If you take a 15% drawdown, now you're looking at 17.6% to get back. Now you can, okay, that could also take a couple of days of trading or a week of trading, but it can happen, okay? The warning sign is if you surpass 20%. If you have a 20% drawdown, you need 25% to recover. What you should actually be doing at that point, if you have a 20% drawdown, is you should be reevaluating exactly what's going on. Is the trading system breaking down? Is it something that's happening in my brain chemistry? Am I overriding my system? What can I do to get this back? You know, basically you have to just really start to think like what you have to do. You should stop trading at this point. If you go beyond 30%, the chances, the risk of ruin becomes imminent. You know, now you're at that point, what we talked about in the last video, where you're at your stop loss and your mind doesn't want to take it. So you basically say, well, you know what? At this point, you're going to be starting to gamble extremely heavily with huge position sizes, anger, revenge trading to even try to get back to even. Now, why would you want to do that? Why not slow down when you have a 5-10% down? Slow down. Figure out what's happening. You know, get your emotions in check. Don't commit murder of your account. Get your emotions in check. So this drawdown effects table is a very, very important table to have. I suggest you write it down, or you can take a picture of the screen, you know, print it out. These are the things you need to focus on. You need to focus on like how you don't want to destroy your account. You want to make money trading. You need to mentally focus on what it is to become you know, a master trader. It's always a work in progress. You need to understand, you know, your R value. You need to have a positive expectancy system. You need to adopt the system. It needs to be something that you know, that you like, that is your personality style, and you know, you need to employ that system every day, and or whenever the market gives you the opportunity by your system design to take the trade. Now, you should also, when you're going to take a trade, you should, you know, when you see the signal, you should feel good about the signal. You should execute the trade. You shouldn't second guess what you're thinking in order to, you know, like you see the signal, then you go, oh, think about everything that could go wrong, and then don't take it, and then you're chasing a trade. All right, so we'll leave this video off here where it is. I hope that the series was of help. Again, please leave comments on the bottom of the video. Go to parkavenuetrading.com, sign up for the newsletter. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. See you in Park Avenue Trading. Cheers.